Hey guys, Gerard from My Chemical Romance, and I'm sure you all know, maybe you don't, how important Queen is to the band that I'm in, and they're probably the most influential band to My Chemical Romance, and also Freddie Mercury being probably the most important frontman to me growing up as a little boy, and we just got to do Red Festival with Brian May, and it was probably one of the greatest moments of my life. So I'm here today to wish Freddie a happy 65th birthday and say from everybody in the My Chemical Romance family that Queen, we love you, Freddie, we miss you, and we'll always think of you when we're on stage.
Alright, right now we're going to watch a video by a band called Jawbreaker. It's for a track called Fireman. So it was my first real exposure to the band. I had only heard of them before, and this is one of the biggest influences to Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, our record, and especially this track Fireman. Like, I kind of copped the chorus for Give 'Em Hell Kid. So I haven't seen this video in years, so I'm psyched.
Danzig, Mother. Here's a guy who, you know, in the Misfits, like one of the best bands ever. We're all big fans of the band, and we actually got to go see Danzig while we were on tour with Alkaline Trio and Reggie. And we did a cover of one of his songs, Astro Zombies, for Tony Hawk's soundtrack, and he put it out to us when he played it live, and it was probably the best moment of any of our lives.
It was.
As far as inspiration, I know for me and Mikey it was our grandmother, and to this day she inspires us. The fact that Liza Minnelli is on our new record has a lot to do with our grandmother. That was her favorite performer when we grew up, and she exposed us to things like Cabaret, Chorus Line, all these great musicals, and I think that's what we try to bring to the band because of that, and then I think it's something that the guys love as well, that kind of theatrical cabaret sound.
For me, it's just, it's got to be other musicians, and like, just picking out drummers, I'll pick out two. Probably Neil Peart and Dave Weckl.
Our special guest was Brian May, and it was very symbolic, firstly because Queen is probably, you know, the greatest, or one of the greatest, but influences to My Chemical Romance, especially Black Parade. We would watch the making of Night at the Opera. We would, you know, I know Ray was playing through his type of rig, you know. We got off a plane, went to his house, we were jammed out in his house, rehearsed, you know, did a sound check, and everybody at the sound check stopped working. Every crew, every local guy, every security guy, every band that was awake, it was filled with people watching Brian May. And, you know, I had a feeling in my head that morning it flipped in my brain at that moment. It was not, are we ready for this? I almost felt like, is the crowd ready for us?
This is an email question from Anissa in Toronto. She says, seeing as this year in music has been about collaborations, I was wondering if you were looking to collaborate with any artist in an upcoming project or a future album. P.S. I love playing your tracks on Guitar Hero 2. Thank you, Anissa.
Oh, thanks. Right now on stage we're playing with Mike Petticone from The Bled is playing drums with us on Teenagers with Bob,
cool.
Which has been awesome, one of our favorite bands.
Yeah, you toured with him when you were here last time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think collaborations. Jeff, help me out. What have I been talking about?
What's he been saying, Jeff?
Tom Waits. I always say Tom Waits.
That's cool.
Because he's so hard to get, you know, and he's like so amazing, and he's like one of my favorites, so I always say Tom Waits.
Did you hear that Scarlett Johansson, didn't she just like do a whole album on Tom Waits covers? Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Interesting.
Like, we gotta check that out.
What are your earliest musical roots, and how do you basically get into music to say, ooh, this is something I want to do?
Around like junior high, I guess like around 15 or 16, some friends that I met, were interested in like Metallica, Pantera, Anthrax, Overkill, kind of like metal bands. And, I talked to my brother, and he was like, he had a whole stack of guitar magazines and handed me them and handed me his guitar and, basically showed me how to play in that sense. He just gave me the keys, And
Gerard, we shared a bedroom growing up, so we kind of had the same musical interests. We were in the same microcosm. We really liked like Queen and Michael Jackson and Prince and Bruce Springsteen, and then as we got older, we went into the like the Misfits and Metallica and Danzig and the Smiths, and it kind of evolved from there.
I'm going to be talking about songs and an artist in general that not only, I guess, makes me play guitar the way I play, but also made me want to play guitar to begin with. So the artist I chose is Greg Ginn, guitarist for Black Flag, and that song is Rise Above. I'm up in Jersey, very familiar with the Misfits. Heard the Misfits, I guess, from a very young age, and was always a fan. And I think later on, getting into high school, is when people were like, "Yo, if you like the Misfits, then you should listen to Black Flag." And Rise Above came on. It was like, holy shit! Like something different, something's going on here. Something's being played in a different way, in a different mindset. It was just so off kilter and artistic, and had a hook to it. But the way it was being played was just so avant-garde. There were solos, but the solos were more emotional and not based on the solo that I had heard on the radio in the 80s and 90s yet.
Are there any British acts you're into right now?
Yeah, I love Lost Alone. I've loved them though since a friend of ours on the road gave me Say No to the World. It was on the Black Parade tour. I listened to it I think for 4 months straight at one point. And so I completely love that band.
They're a great live band too.
Yeah.
I like Jim Jones Review. I think is really awesome.
I'm psyched Pulp's getting back together.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that for a long time.
If you could collaborate with any musician from history, who would it be and why?
I'm really bad at these.
I am too, but I know there's
We're giving you the
somebody-
whole of history.
The entirety. David Bowie.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Why David Bowie? I mean, I think I probably know why
Right,
David Bowie.
Right. I think because he's a true artist. He's completely always done what he's wanted. He's changed so much record to record, and I completely look up to him. And I definitely think he's a genius. I think nothing really ever seemed to get in the way of him making his art, and that's admirable.
In terms of other band influences, past, present.
Yeah, we have these shared ones, and then everybody in the band is so different. They'll bring these outside, and especially nowadays with Frank's always finding some band that's only been together 2 months or something that has 6 records out already, and they're awesome.
The best thing is that he ends up finding everybody who ends up getting huge.
He does.
4 or 5 years later.
He really does.
I won't
He's got his
forget
finger on the pulse.
when you Black Keys is one of them.
Odd Future is a band. I think they just had cassettes out, and Frank said, "You have to check this band out."
He found Odd Future.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went and saw their show too. It was chaos.
Yeah.
Just chaos.
I like the mentality behind some of the things that they do. I think it's very DIY, and I like the spirit of it.